It has begun! Get over here, bitch!
Alright, what up? It's your boy T-Bird here with the reaction. I just thought my last method of watching the video I just did was top 10 finishers of all time. I'm going to do the top 20 greatest Mortal Kombat characters of all time by Watch Mojo. So I've probably seen stuff like this all the time with top Mortal Kombat characters, but let's see what Watch Mojo may say, which is the most recent one since as the Mortal Kombat 11 came out. So here is not top 10, top 20 greatest Mortal Kombat characters of all time. Let's get it.
Today, the characters of Mortal Kombat face a different kind of challenge, placing number 1 on this list. That's right, I'm Ricky with Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 20 greatest Mortal Kombat characters of all time. Before we begin, we publish new videos
Mortal Kombat
every
has some
day, so be sure to subscribe.
I should have did more intro, but yeah, Mortal Kombat had been some iconic characters, starting from the ninjas, Scorpion, SubZero, and the following ninjas as well. One sucked in there is like Reptile and New Cyborg, and me else like Ermac, and then we got the iconic hero characters like Liu Kang, Giant Cage, and Sonya and Jax, and then the female ninjas, and like the only other new character changed on all the original, and the only new character that's like seem kind of iconic is Kenshi and Baraka. That's why they brought him back, and who else they brought back as well too? Oh yeah, and Cassie Cage of course as well. But let's keep going.
Subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're ranking Mortal Kombat's most iconic, memorable, and downright kick-ass fighters. We're basing our picks based on how popular and prominent these characters are throughout the MK series. Alright, let's fight.
This is where you fall down.
Where do you get
They better not put
these
this man
guys?
number 20.
Number 20.
I was about to say Cyrax. Yep, he is out of all the Raw ninjas the most iconic. He got returned the most.
Resembling a predator crossed with a hint of Boba Fett, Cyrax is basically a robot assassin with a black belt in kicking ass and bombs instead of organs. Created to track down SubZero, Cyrax attempts to accomplish this task by blending martial arts, weaponry, and a self-destruct fatality, although his final attack is replaced by a more practical saw blade in Mortal Kombat 9. If a 10-year-old kid was asked to imagine the absolutely coolest fighter, Cyrax would probably be that fighter.
Definitely.
Cyrax wins.
Number 19, Noob Saibot, aka Bihan. While operating under a different name, Noob Saibot has been around since the series' very beginning. Serving as the original SubZero, Bihan's many years as an assassin left the killer stripped of any mercy or kindness.
Bihan? Yes, Kuai Liang. It is I. Quan Chi restored me.
After succumbing to the hands of Scorpion, Bihan is revived as the bloodthirsty Noob Saibot, a pure evil warrior desperate to rule the world. Along with having an incredibly brutal moveset, even by Mortal Kombat's bloody standards, Noob Saibot's name pays homage to Ed Boon and John Tobias, the franchise's co-creators.
Recognize me, little brother.
Number 18,
Reptile. I wish he was on this one, man. Replace
the first in a long list of hidden characters. Mortal Kombat's Green Ninja started out as a
collected with him,
Scorpion and SubZero, before ultimately growing scales and razor-sharp teeth. While typically aligned with the main villains, Reptile is one of the purest characters on the roster, as the warrior only wishes to save his homeworld. Reptile arguably peaked in the first Mortal Kombat, but the hench lizard earned his spot as a recurring character.
Yep. I think he's the only other one recurring since second.
Number 17.
Yep. This is the one you won. Then he's not one.
Debuting in the original Mortal Kombat as a secondary boss, Goro answers Midway's call for a big hulking monster capable of tearing the rest of the roster in half. Designed using stop motion, Goro makes up for a lack of personality with a vicious moveset created specifically to reduce opponents into mush. As far as terrifying and powerful monsters go, Goro is simple but effective.
I did not expect to fight in this tournament, but eventually, even the Shaolin produce a warrior worthy of the Shogun.
Number 16.
Kano. Yup.
In a universe
He
where
was
Paul
hard
finds
as
out of bodies
fuck
is a
on the
common
first
occurrence,
one, for
most
real.
characters are
I
willing
used
to
to
shed a
hate
few
fighting
drops of
against him.
blood. Despite never
Well,
serving
played
as the
him.
main antagonist, the Black Dragon's Kano may just be the vilest fighter to grace the series.
Hate this motherfucker on the first
Equipped
one.
with an awesome Terminator eye, Kano has yet to find a back not fit for stabbing. While a capable warrior, Kano's personality is difficult to pin down.
Yep.
Depending on the situation, the mercenary can be cruel, cowardly, or darkly comical. All we know is that Kano keeps fans on their toes.
This Law and Order really does that to him? Nah. But now he's motivated.
Number 15. Baraka.
Oh yeah.
An interesting backstory or fun personality are more than welcome. However, a cool design goes a very long way in Mortal Kombat. Armed with sharp blades and even sharper teeth, Baraka comes across as a more grotesque version of Nosferatu, which is far from an easy feat.
You were lost yet, destroying your future, crossing Shao Kahn.
Although the villain tends to feel like a henchman rather than anybody truly significant, Baraka's Tarkatan blades make for an enjoyable weapon, ones that are ideal for creating delicious fatalities.
I actually like that better than the
Number
head
14.
slice. Shang Tsung, yup. Wow, but it's low. Shang Tsung.
Coming days, each of you will fight.
The original Big Bad, Shang Tsung slips seamlessly into the role of the sinister old man with a propensity for theatrics and questionable hygiene. Shang Tsung's greatest trait is an ability to shapeshift into the other fighters, although this move's flexibility varies from game to game. As a boss, Shang Tsung prefers to approach battle strategically and acts as an interesting counterpart to the brutal Shao Kahn. Though perhaps he's best remembered by his portrayal in the 1990 film by Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa,
Exactly
a
why they
role
made
he
him
got
on
to
that love
reprise
cover.
in the most recent Mortal Kombat 11.
Welcome,
I was
traveler.
so. This gonna be awesome when you get involved. I can't wait to play them.
And this is my island.
Number 13.
Jax. First back
A
after.
stern military dude with a talent for ripping limbs from bodies, Jax looks, acts, and plays like a straightforward bruiser, which is hardly a bad thing. While Jax's design is fairly simplistic in Mortal Kombat 2, the later games provide the soldier a cybernetic makeover to complement the character's beastly fighting style and readiness to go the extra mile to get the job done.
That's just sad.
Jax wins.
Since 2011's Mortal Kombat, Jax and Ermac have enjoyed an entertaining rivalry.
Since he ripped his arm.
Gotcha.
Number 12.
Melina, yup.
Sister.
As a clone of Edenia's princess, Melina's entire existence threatens to be defined solely by an undying hatred for Kitana. Although the female fighter is initially consumed by this rivalry, Melina grows exponentially over the years, occasionally even managing to outshine Kitana.
Let us be a family. You are not my family.
Often entering fights dressed in virtually nothing, Melina's beauty masks an untamed and animalistic essence, both literally and figuratively. Melina is more than just a killing machine with a revealing wardrobe and a face only Baraka could love. Number 11.
Shao Kahn.
Curse the other god.
So what's gonna be number 10 now?
Should have taken Earthrealm by force.
Reigning over Shang Tsung, Goro, Kintaro, and nearly every other major villain, Shao Kahn is the closest character to a main antagonist in the franchise. Blending overwhelming strength, proficiency in magic, a really huge hammer, and a habit to taunt his opponent during a fight, Shao Kahn earns his nickname of the Conqueror.
Yeah, you were taunt.
In those rare instances when the character is playable, Shao Kahn proves to be just as gratifying to control as the villain is to fight.
Damn.
Number 10.
Sonya Blade. She made the top. She number 10. Nice. She deserved it.
Starting out as Mortal Kombat's token female fighter, for better or worse, Sonya Blade is arguably the original game's most normal combatant. A Special Forces operative with a no-bullshit, albeit impulsive temper, Sonya acts as a grounded counterpoint to characters like Raiden and Johnny Cage.
I don't need an escort, and I'm sure as hell not your baby.
Even if the soldier's costume frequently fluctuates between conservative and skin-tight attire, Sonya's badass nature has never disappeared. While many other deadly women have come and gone, Sonya continues to persevere.
Yeah.
No pressure, no romance.
Patience is a virtue, Cage.
Number 9.
Kenshi. So you one of the new guys that has been iconic, definitely.
Despite the 6th generation entries introducing dozens of fighters, memorable new characters are few and far between outside of the original trilogy.
Right.
That being said, Kenshi is an exception.
Sento contains the souls of my ancestors. They guide me.
Seeking revenge on Shang Tsung, Mortal Kombat's nimble swordsman boasts a fantastic design that would not look out of place in a good Star Wars film. Utilizing a mix of telekinetic and spiritual expertise to supplement the loss of eyesight, Kenshi is a katana-wielding warrior on a mission to protect the Earthrealm from evildoers. Essentially, Kenshi is a superhero. Number 8. Kung Lao. Pacifism has no place in Earthrealm, so this well-intentioned Shaolin monk must forego a quiet life in favor of cutting people in half with a razor-rimmed hat. In the original timeline, Kung Lao has no tangible goals besides a desire for peace, while 2011's Mortal Kombat highlights the monk's similarities to Liu Kang by foregoing a rivalry between the two.
Notice that I am ignoring you.
Although more than capable as a martial artist, Lao's hat tends to hog the limelight. Few weapons are as remarkable as a metal-plated sombrero of death.
Wins.
It is done.
Number 7. Kitana. Debuting alongside Mileena in the second game, Kitana delivered female ninjas to Mortal Kombat and seems unlikely to ever leave. Imprisoned and groomed as a child by Shao Kahn, Kitana eventually breaks free of the Conqueror's grasp and sets out to exact revenge on the arrogant villain. Be it Quan Chi or Sindel, many of the series' major antagonists are linked to Kitana, so Edenia's princess is both popular and important.
From this day on, may all our peoples fight together as one.
Number 6.
Raiden. Yep.
Has any other character gone through as many changes as the God of Thunder?
Yes.
In the first game, he was little more than a throwaway villain, but was retconned for Mortal Kombat 2 and for the rest of the series as the protector of the Earthrealm, and is even temporarily promoted
to throwaway villain. He was not a villain, but whatever.
An Elder God, although the reboot timeline reverts the electrifying warrior back as a lesser god.
Your amulet. It is nothing, Liu Kang. The tournament begins.
Loosely inspired by Big Trouble in Little China, Raiden fires bolts of lightning at his enemies and has a knack for flying tackles. That move frankly never gets old, but what the hell is he saying? Number 5.
Cassie made it top 5? Nice! I didn't think it'd be this high.
Your face.
Debuting in Mortal Kombat X as the daughter of Johnny Cage and
Like
Sonya
said,
Blade,
she's definitely the one that made it.
Cassie has the requisite charisma to assume the role of the franchise's story protagonist. Blending Sonya's military training with Johnny's endearingly flashy nature, Cassie pays homage to two legacy characters without feeling derivative of either.
I need to kick the CO's ass, ma'am. Your ass, ma'am.
All right then, Sergeant.
Along with being quite likable and entertaining to control, Cassie's fatalities just about fall on the right side of cheesy. A quick warning. Cassie's Nutcracker attack may force male players to cross their legs and wince. Number 4.
Johnny Cage. So the ninja's definitely gonna be number. So probably Scorpion gonna be number 1.
Based on Jean-Claude
Liu Kang.
Johnny Cage can
Could be like
always be
number
relied upon to inject
3,
some
and then-
much-needed humor into proceedings. That being said, Johnny is much more than a one-liner dispensary with a radical fashion sense.
Whew! That was unpleasantly cold.
Arguably the original Mortal Kombat's most complete character, Johnny's personality is reflected through his chosen wardrobe, fighting style, and taunts. While Johnny has matured slightly over the years, the charismatic actor has retained his penchant for self-flagellation.
Dad always said, hungry people eat lunch, humble people serve it. Dad was an asshole. Hollywood made us an even bigger one.
Number 3.
Liu Kang. So definitely gonna be SubZero and Scorpion, but which one will be number 1 and 2?
For quite a lengthy period, Liu Kang acted as Mortal Kombat's de facto protagonist, a role more than fulfilled by this Bruce Lee-inspired Shaolin monk.
The Fire God thing is epic, still to this day. That'd be the most epic thing they had to put in this game.
Ideal for newcomers but suitable for veterans, Liu Kang is a well-rounded fighter who also happens to be able to shoot fiery dragons at his enemies. Initially coming across as somewhat of a Boy Scout, Liu Kang eventually shakes things up by becoming a zombie in the original timeline and the leader of the Netherrealm in the rebooted timeline. Number 2, SubZero, aka Kuai Liang.
Let us proceed then. SubZero.
Not to be mistaken with the original SubZero, Kuai Liang dons the iconic blue uniform to exact revenge on Scorpion for killing Bi-Han. Specializing in ice attacks, SubZero takes a while to break out of his shell, but the initially cold hero gradually evolves into the Earthrealm's beacon of strength and determination.
My brother participated in this folly. I do so only to face his killer.
Whether performing the role of a hero, Quan Chi's unwilling subordinate, or a cyborg, SubZero making an appearance is always a joyous occasion.
Frost is strong, but lacks judgment. She cannot see.
So you already know the number 1 is who deserves it.
Deal with her.
Number 1,
Scorpion. Just because of one move.
There's a reason Mortal Kombat's supposed protagonists tend to be absent from the covers of the numbered games, and that reason is Scorpion. As a violent ninja from hell who refuses to pledge allegiance to any ruler, Scorpion is the franchise's quintessential anti-hero, someone willing to perform vile acts for the greater good.
Still, that still sucked that killed him as he finally became alive again. Human again.
That makes them warriors.
Usually assuming only a minor role in the main campaigns, Scorpion's own quest for closure has been a frequent high point throughout the series. Mortal Kombat without Scorpion just feels wrong.
Here we go.
Get over here!
That was a doozy. Now, I'm sure there's some Mortal Kombat going down in the comment section, so why don't you guys let us know who you're...
Alright. Yep. Deserved that number 1. Just because, not only because he's iconic, but the most iconic line when she did it in, "Get over here." Yeah. This game is the best thing, best idea Ed Boon could have done for his move, the spear. Still the iconic move of all time, though. But yeah. Good picks, definitely. I was surprised Cassie got that high, but she deserved it. Because out of the very new characters on X, she became very iconic. Just because her half trolling like her dad, but militant like her mom, though. She ranked over her mom. That's even crazy. Rating, I'm like, hold up. Villain? Maybe he's supposed to be a villain and they changed up during the series and movies. Who knows? But yeah, to see Kenshi in there in the ranking was awesome as well too. And the top 10, I think it was top 10 at that. And top 10 ranking at that though. The other new guy to do his thing to get noticed as well too. That was high. But let's see, 20. We'll see. Cyrax definitely out of the Robo Ninjas. The one I wouldn't say smoke, but like I said, they brought back Cyrax many times out of all the Robo Ninjas. Reptile being there is definitely deserved. Like I said, they should have put him on there instead of Collector, man. But hopefully he be added to later DLC. Who knows? But other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.
Lawless.